All right. Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive.
Yes.
Today, we are talking about something a little different.
Okay.
Something I think a lot of people think about and maybe don't really talk about too much. But
Yeah.
we are talking about dental tourism.
Wow. Interesting.
Specifically, we're going to be looking at a clinic in Brazil
Okay.
that specializes in dental implants.
All right.
So our source material today
Mm-hmm.
is a YouTube video
Okay.
from this clinic called ImplArt.
Okay.
And honestly, it's way more informative than I expected for
Right.
just, a random YouTube video that I found.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get on YouTube.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So we meet Dr. Roberto MARKARIAN.
Okay.
He is the dentist who owns and runs the place.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's really big on
Yeah.
fast and efficient dental treatment,
That's right.
especially for implants and what he calls oral rehabilitation.
All right. I like that term.
Yeah.
Oral rehabilitation.
So, if anyone out there is thinking about getting dental implants,
Mhm.
especially abroad,
Yeah.
what are the red flags and green flags? Like, what should people be looking out for?
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing is that you don't want to compromise on safety and quality.
Right.
Right. Absolutely not. So you want to look for a dentist who has a proven track record.
Okay.
Specifically in implants, you want to make sure that they're using high-quality materials that
Mhm.
meet international standards, and you want to make sure that the clinic is using cutting-edge technology, because
Okay.
all of those factors are going to contribute to not only successful outcomes, but also the longevity of the implants.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So in the video, he does talk about using the best materials available in the world
Good.
and techniques like computerized dentistry, CAD/CAM, and digital design for restorations.
Mm.
Is that all like the real deal, or is that just marketing hype?
Well, it's definitely a good sign.
Okay.
Because computer-guided surgery and digital design are really huge advancements in implant dentistry.
Okay.
And they allow for greater accuracy and predictability,
Oh, wow.
which means better results for the patient and ideally a smoother experience.
That makes sense.
So it's not just bells and whistles.
Right.
This technology genuinely can make a difference.
Okay, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
So he mentions a range of services,
Yeah.
including crowns and bridges, all on fours, and zirconia prosthetics.
Oh, okay.
Can you give us a rundown of what all of that means? Because I'm sure some of our listeners might not know all of the dental lingo.
Of course. So crowns and bridges,
Mhm.
those are kind of like the bread and butter of replacing missing teeth. So a crown basically acts like a cap
Mhm.
for a damaged tooth, and then a bridge, as the name kind of suggests,
Right.
bridges the gap where one or more teeth are missing.
Gotcha.
All on four is a bit more specialized.
Okay.
It's a technique for placing implants that can support an entire arch of teeth, so it's often a more efficient option than getting individual implants for every missing tooth.
Oh, good.
And then zirconia,
Mm.
that's a type of ceramic that's used for the restorations.
Okay.
And it's known for being very strong, and it looks very natural, which is a big plus for a lot of people.
Okay, so it's like you could get a full set of teeth, but instead of having to get all of those implants individually,
Exactly.
which I would imagine would be a really long and expensive process,
Right, absolutely.
they could just do it with like 4 implants.
With just 4 implants, yeah.
That seems like a much better option.
Yeah.
Okay, so the clinic itself is located in the heart of Sao Paulo,
Right.
right near Paulista Avenue,
Okay.
which Dr. Markarian calls the financial heart of the city and even the country.
Wow.
Does that actually matter? Like, does the location matter when we're talking about dental tourism?
It can,
Okay.
surprisingly. So, having easy access from the airport
Right.
and being close to comfortable accommodations are big pluses,
Makes sense.
especially if you're traveling for medical procedures.
Right.
And then also being in a vibrant part of the city
Mhm.
with, restaurants and things to do can really enhance your overall experience.
Yeah.
Turn a dental trip into a mini vacation.
Yeah, why not? Right.
Exactly.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
There you go.
Okay, so it's funny because we often think of healthcare, especially abroad, as this big daunting thing.
Yeah.
But this deep dive is kind of showing that it doesn't have to be.
Right.
It can be a way to explore a new place
Yeah.
while getting the treatment you need.
Absolutely. And it comes down to, like we were saying earlier, doing your research,
Right.
finding reputable providers, and making sure that you're prioritizing your well-being.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right, so listener, here's something to think about.
Okay.
If cost wasn't a factor,
Hmm.
what would be the absolute most important thing for you when choosing a dentist,
Hmm.
whether it be in your hometown or halfway across the world?
That's a great question.
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know what you think.
We'll be back with another deep dive soon.
See ya.
Bye!